So The Grudge, I feel like that's a warranted remake.
That's a good remake.
Because they changed it to English, and that's the best part. And honestly, make the movie slightly worse, but as long as it's in English, it'll be good.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. That's the most Sam revision I've ever heard. So we're here today to draft the most messed up remakes of all time.
Yeah.
So when I'm thinking about remakes, right, I think remakes are a really hard needle to thread. Because the remake to me inherently says that you think you can do more and better than the original.
You can add to it.
Which is fucking hard, right? A lot of great movies get remade and they're not incredible.
It's damn near impossible, honestly.
It's really fucking tough, right? There are also so many movies that had cool ideas and bits that didn't achieve that then go on to get the remakes they deserve. So when I think of a remake, it needs to do no harm to the original. I think it should stand in conversation with the original. It can bring new ideas. But what you can't do is devalue the movie that you are taking the ideas from.
Like Joker 2.
That's not a remake, it's a sequel. But yes, in theory,
that's a sequel.
In theory, Sam, that is exactly
That's exactly what we're talking about, though.
Yeah, a lot of sequels do a lot of damages. Right. And I think, so if you're doing something like Gus Van Sant's Psycho, that's the opposite end of the bad remake that I'm talking about. That's a shot-for-shot remake that is a soulless bland.
Like, why would you make this?
Why would you waste the resources? Yes. Why would you waste your cachet on doing that fucking horseshit?
Yeah, loyal to a fault.
Yeah, loyal to a fault, right? Like almost lazy. It's like when we used to copy homework in high school, and you're like, you get no credit for that, and you're fucking kicked out of school. But there are also remakes that, something like Fright Night to me is an example of a really bad remake.
There are more examples of bad remakes than good ones.
So we were preparing for this, and we were all kind of groaning about, God, there's a lot of bad remakes. But there's also incredible ones that then send people back to find the originals, and they kind of help raise all ships, right, with the rising tide, which I appreciate. So the first thing we know we're going to hear in all of the comments, we have two remakes that are very beloved that we cannot draft. They've been picked too many times, and they're on our banned list.
Because Heath says no.
I agree with Heath.
He's just already ready to do battle.
I'm ready.
With me.
I think
Joker
it's
2.
because he's sitting by Sophia, and he's just ready for combat, dude.
Yeah, we're not
very
on a
fair.
team anymore, Sophia.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Shit's
dude,
getting
you're
real.
on the list, too.
Unless you want
I
to
don't
be.
like the shared seat
I'm
situation
not,
anymore.
I'm not
I want my own
opposed
seat
to
now.
joining up if you want to join up.
Guys,
No,
this is a
fuck
two-state
no.
solution. We have to make it work.
Okay.
We have to make this work. So the two movies we are not allowed to pick, I think arguably the greatest remake of all time is The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing is a remake of The Thing from Another World. Just improves and destroys that original movie in every metric. The other one, which is not necessarily way better than the original, but 2002's The Ring.
Yeah.
Is one of our most drafted movies of all time. That is also on the ban list. So two movies that are going to be obvious to any listener. That's why we will not be picking them. They are incredible remakes.
So these are the two types of remakes that are most familiar to American audiences. One is a retelling of a classic film, a la The Thing. And for those like Sam that don't know or didn't remember, that's a remake of The Thing from Another World, the Howard Hawks movie from the 50s.
Yeah. Because we all remember that one.
I remembered. I grew up watching that movie.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. And then The Thing,
He's the
1982's
Depression
The
era
Thing.
boy.
He's a vampire, dude. He's
Yeah.
just, he looks young. He's old as fuck.
I remember when that came out. The old Nickelodeons.
I did used to watch with my grandma and grandpa. They loved those 1950 like B sci-fi movies.
It was
so
on
I saw
Turner.
so many of
It's
those
like on
black
Turner
ones.
Classic Movies all the time.
Yes.
And
But
the other
he
example,
was rich and he had cable. Some of us didn't. We had to watch shit like fucking, I don't know, Goosebumps.
or Mean Guns.
Mean Guns. But I had that on VHS.
Oh, you had a DVD player, you rich spoiled
VHS.
bitch. Oh my
VHS,
God.
homie.
The other example is the Americanization of a foreign film.
Yeah.
A bad example. Well, there are a lot of bad examples, but like Old Boy. Although I love Spike Lee as a filmmaker.
Dude.
I love
But
him
it's
as a
just kinda like-
filmmaker, but like
Something-
Old Boy is so incredibly amazing.
It was
in
so
that remake,
good,
it's just
yeah.
like, why?
Well, and it
Yeah.
didn't, there was nothing to it, right?
Well, you're also like, this is something I'm always fascinated when people do these remakes, right? Let's say the studio's like, we just want to remake IP, fine. When you're the filmmaker or writer who signs off to do that, do you have no love for these things? Like, you don't have
Yeah.
any,
They must
like,
not.
I want to try to match or rival it. Like, so many remakes just feel very phoned in. Like, you know, okay, we already have the movie figured out. We're
Like
just going to
they're
do
just
reshoot it.
exploiting IP.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's all
it's,
it is.
it's a cash grab. For most of them, it seems like a cash grab.
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of the modern horror remakes. So this got kicked off when Texas Chainsaw Massacre was remade in 2003.
Which wasn't a bad movie.
And then we just
I
got
liked
all of the Platinum Dunes. Like, they somehow sucked up all...
Dark Castle was remaking all of the
That's
William
right. Dark
Castle
Castle
movies.
did it beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those... I don't know. Like, that ended with House of Wax, right? It was House on Haunted Hill.
Yep.
13 Ghosts. And House of Wax, and that was basically
They
the
had a
end.
bunch of others, I feel like, in there that I just didn't remember enough or remember the originals enough to really register. But yeah, those were kind of the big ones I remember.
The
But
Paris Hilton.
the big wave started with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then we went Friday the 13th.
So that
we were
early
Halloween.
2000s, because we
Nightmare
got
on
all
Elm
the
Street.
classic remakes, and then we also were importing all of the J-horror
Yes.
movies.
Yeah.
So like
They were-
2000 to 2010,
If
it was
you-
so many
If
remakes.
you were watching a horror film in the theater, you were watching a remake for the,
Yeah.
the most
Yeah.
part in that era.
Yeah. That was like our,
Unless
college
you were
phase,
watching
yeah.
Hostel.
Yeah. Good luck remaking that one.
Yeah.
So, when you guys are thinking about what you're looking for in a remake to draft, Sam,
Yeah.
you fucking little shit stirrer over there,
I.
what are you looking for in a remake?
I'm looking for the same things you are, sir. I'm looking for. I'm looking for.
He feels like he just got yelled at by Judge Judy, and he's like, "No, I'm the good one.
Yeah.
Side with me."
I did nothing wrong here. I want it to not only kind of replicate the original, but I want it to add something. I want there to be a reason that you remade this movie.
Yes.
Other than the idea that like somehow a new generation needs to watch it, but the new generation could just watch the old one, right?
Right.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
The Thing, which is banned, so we can talk freely about it. That one brought in these incredible effects, and they revamped the creature in a way because the original was just kind of a bulbous, like
Sure.
almost like
Eggplant.
a Saiyaman or whatever from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
These like
Cybermen?
Cybermen.
Yeah.
These little green-headed fucking like broccoli-looking things. And then the creature was just so fucking wild and beautiful and crazy in the remake that I think that justifies
made
why
it,
it
yeah.
exists.
Exactly.
While still paying homage to the paranoia and the idea of the original.
Yeah, you keep. So that's the thing with the remake. You need to keep the themes, unless you are really trying to create a whole new thing, and you're just
Well,
There
so,
are some examples.
like
There are
Black,
some
Black
examples.
Christmas is a good example where they remade it, and the girls now have almost there's an added supernatural element. It was very much in a response to Me Too.
right.
And all that. So because
Yeah.
the times had changed,
So
we
those are
changed
good, yeah.
how the sorority
So
sisters
it's culturally
existed in the
relevant
world,
to
yeah.
our modern culture, but you're taking an old IP and kind of shifting it.
Well,
That's
we've talked a
another
lot
cool way to
about
do it.
this recently with the new Evil Dead movie, and we've talked
Right.
on several episodes recently about Evil Dead. And the 2013 version is a great example of a
Yes.
remake because it essentially does the same beats as the original film, but it brings in a new layer of story that the original did not have.
Also found its own tone
Yeah.
that didn't feel harmful to the first one and made it unique and different.
It honored the original while
Yeah.
becoming its own thing.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I think that's crucial for a great remake. So, Sophia, what are you looking for in your remakes?
Kind of playing off of what you guys have said, I think that some of mine, because they were made later, they did things that the original couldn't do. So like
Yeah.
the original maybe wasn't as effective
So
because
technologically?
yeah, they didn't have the technology to do what they needed to do. And so
Insert Dune. Yeah.
sure, yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess I'm looking for movies that took advantage of the technology that they had at the time to make better what the original lacked.
Yeah, what the original could not do.
A bad example of that is the Star Wars special editions, where it's like no one wanted the extra shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And It actually kind of unravels
actually kind of
key
made 'em-
character
Yeah.
elements. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden it's like, no, Han Solo's not the cool gunslinger
It's
you
like,
thought he was.
yeah, we have this technology,
He's
but
just a stand your ground Floridian on Tatooine. And it's just fucking terrible and awful. Yeah, so I think we've covered a lot of good bases here on what we're looking for remakes. First pick's going to be huge on this one. So let's see.
is it?
Heath, 14.
Damn.
Sam, 1. Sophia,
Shit.
19.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
That's my second in a row.
5 for me. So Sophia,
it's not.
Sam, you will be going last on the turn.
Of course.
Because you got a 1.
Yes.
This is your...
I do love this.
This is the Judge Judy moment where I increase your child support because of your surly attitude.
I'll pay it, sir. I will pay it.
He's saying a lot of service.
I'll pay anything
Sir,
to not
so
see my
respectful
family.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever
God
it
bless
takes.
them.
All right, so Sophia, you're up. First pick in the remakes draft.
I am going to do. I'm gonna do 13 Ghosts.
Great. Loved it.
That's one of my favorites of all times. It's one of the first horror movies I really saw as like a kid or a young adult. A kid. I think that they were able to do the ghosts, obviously digitally, but I really like the concept from the original one where you had the little glasses.
Yeah.
And so
Classic
you could
William Castle.
Yeah,
like,
absolute great marketing gimmick.
yeah. So I wish that they would have done something kind of fun like that with a new one, but they didn't need to. They had the technology to where we can make these crazy looking fucking ghosts.
The ghosts were incredible in that movie.
It was so wild.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know. It's a big movie within the horror fans, but it's not like a big movie just with general people.
In pop culture, yeah.
Which I think is kind of a snub to it.
It is apparently in development. They're doing a show where each ghost is
They've
going
been
to get its
saying
own
that
episode.
for like
They have
3
it for
years.
like 20
They've been saying it
years.
for a long time,
Yeah.
but it feels like it's actually getting steam now.
I'll
maybe.
believe it when I see it.
Okay, fine. Jeez, I was trying to fucking back you up here. Jeez.
I'm just saying,
She
we've been
don't want your
hearing that
bullshit.
for
You
years.
also get more child support payments. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
I'm Judge Big Booty Judy, dude. And I've had enough.
She deserves them.
Dude, have you
damn
ever
it.
seen pictures of Judge Judy in
She
like
is
her street
stacked.
clothes?
Yeah.
My God, she's
Yeah.
built like a Pixar mom.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
good with her in her robes, dude. I like it.
I mean, once I saw what she was
Cute
walking
fucking
around
head.
with, she doesn't even need a
She's got
gavel
that
with those things clanging
Cute,
around.
cute head.
What's a cute head?
She's got a cute ass head, even in those robes. Judge Judy. And she's powerful and she can get you out of some shit. Why not? Can we just go on to the picks? Or?
What did you love so much about
God.
13 Ghosts? What perked you up the way that
Those
Judge
monsters
Judy's
were
head does?
stacked just like Judge Judy. So Matthew Lillard, anytime Matthew Lillard's around, I'm
I
in.
agree.
Yeah.
I really liked the design of the house. It was like a big
wasn't that
trap
great?
essentially.
All the glass walls
Yeah.
and it kind of shifts.
Yeah.
The whole house is a mechanism,
And
which
it has
is a
the
really
like
cool
clock
addition.
thing in the middle. I just like the little bit of like cat and mouse that it played. Had some really cool kills. R.I.P.
Imagine having that job, though. If you're the engineer that had to design that house. And you're like, why am I doing this?
That's fair. That is fair.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought
stand
the
by it.
ghosts were incredible in
The
that,
ghosts
too.
are fucking wild. Like
They're
the jackal.
so much better than the
yeah.
original ghosts.
The mother and
They're
the son are.
iconic. The mother and son are the ones that creep me out the
Yeah.
most. And then there was the sad one where I was like, as a teenager, I was like, I don't know how to handle it. I'm sad the
yeah.
princess is so sad she hurt herself.
Yeah.
God damn.
Literally.
No clothes in the afterlife.
You know?
Woo!
Yep.
Woo!
She seems
Yeah.
like she's doing all right.
I don't think she
so.
did
I don't
seem
think
like
any
she
of
was
the
doing
ghosts
all
were
right.
doing
Yeah.
good.
No, that was the whole
Well,
point.
she's healthy-ish.
No, what?
She's plump.
Literally is not. She's dead.
She killed herself.
I know, but she still looks good, is what I'm saying.
Well, that's what they
As
say,
good
right?
as Judge Judy.
Young Judge Judy, probably, yeah.
Oh,
Put
my
Judge Judy's old head on that bod.
Why
And
not?
Say we'll get haunted
Why not?
forever.
Give her a robe, even.
Cute head.
Give her the robe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sam injected a 14th
Well-
ghost into your story.
Great. Judge Judy.
Okay. So
Guilty,
if
bitch.
you start with 13 Ghosts, I'm going to take the best remake that is not banned for us. I'm going to take Cronenberg's The Fly.
Yeah.
We've talked about this ad nauseum on many drafts. The Fly is perfection. And I love the Vincent Price Fly. That was the first one I saw. I watched it a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
And the giant fly head I thought was super cool.
Yeah.
Like even in Ninja Turtles when they brought in Baxter and he
Yes.
was the
Fly
fly
man.
with the
Yeah.
vest and shit.
Fly guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was incredible because it reminded me of the
Yeah,
Vincent
yeah,
Price
yeah.
Fly.
Another remake.
But then you see the remake and you're like, Jesus Christ, they blew it out.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they
sure.
they annihilate that
Oh
first
yeah, it
one.
brings in all sorts of, like the tragic like monster. It's like Phantom of the Opera at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah, it's like really
Yeah,
good.
Jeff Goldblum's just kind of this lonely scientist that just wants to be recognized and beloved. He finally meets a good girl, but then he just goes a little too far in his science.
Yeah.
The fly gets in the telepod, and then
Classic.
he starts. But the body horror of it is just
Ugh.
perfect
Yeah.
Cronenberg, like textbook Cronenberg. Her still being in love, it has this Beauty and the Beast undertone to it. It just has one of the best endings, right? The kid on me.
Yeah.
The Fly is unimpeached, but we don't have to belabor it much because we've talked about The Fly a lot. But to me, that's if not the thing, that's the second best remake I feel like I've ever seen.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
Buzz Buzz.
Buzz. I'm going to take a remake of a. So the original came out probably around in that same era, if not a late '50s movie, an early '60s movie. And there's a new remake out right now too, which I have yet to catch. But this is Cape Fear.
Oh
So I'm
my
going to take
yeah.
Scorsese's
That
Cape
was on
Fear.
my list.
I've
What a
been
great
watching
movie.
the new remake of
Is it good?
Javier Bardem.
I like it, dude.
I mean,
Javier
it looks
Bardem
awesome.
is...
He's playing Max Cady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great, dude.
Dude, that story, because that's one of those, both versions of the movie are exceptional. because that was Robert Mitchum.
Yes, the casting of
And
Max Cady.
what is it? Gregory Peck,
Peck.
dude. It's powerhouse.
yeah.
Those two together, black and white, beautiful photography.
Absolutely.
But there was something about De Niro, and that's the one where he went full method. He paid a dentist to sand his teeth down.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And then after the movie, he paid another $30,000 to get them fixed. He got super fucking prison jacked.
He's just off his
my
rocker
God.
in that movie.
It's
It's
incredible.
a classic bombastic
Yeah.
De Niro performance.
Yeah.
I was talking with I was hanging out with our buddy Nolan at the the festival that we were just at in St. Louis, and we got on this topic of Pacino versus De Niro, and about how Pacino just became a caricature of himself.
He had to do the voice every time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Nolan was saying like, oh well, but De Niro's always stayed grounded. I'm like, what about Cape Fear? Have you seen Cape Fear?
Yeah, or
Like,
what
he just
about
goes
when
nuts.
De Niro did Meet the Fockers?
Well,
or
of
any
course.
Yeah.
He went into his comedy where or Analyze This, where he's like, I'm the comedy Robert De Niro that you think I am.
he
Yeah.
also has become a caricature.
Yeah.
But he'll still turn in like really nuanced, subtle performances. And I think Pacino still has that in him too. It's just he doesn't have as many opportunities as it seems.
Well, Pacino eventually went from kind of doing the like more serious kind of character actor thing to where he became this.
The guy from Heat.
Yeah, he became
Just-
the big scenery chewer,
Yeah.
right? So you think of like Scent of a Woman and all these movies where it's just, what if it was Pacino but fucking cranked up to
Yeah.
11? And that kind of became
All
a
the
role he
time.
got stuck in.
Yeah.
But then you saw shit like Devil's Advocate, and you're just like, that when
Yeah.
Pacino finds that sweet spot, my God.
But
like,
he's
there's
huge
just nothing
in that
better.
movie too.
But
That's
it
a
but
really
it
good movie.
works.
Why have we never drafted
the
the
devil.
Devil's Advocate on this? Pod?
We've done it a couple
Have
times,
we?
but not enough. That's one of my favorite fucking movies.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Cape Fear.
Young Charlize.
The scene where he is trying to seduce Juliette Lewis
Oh
at
my
the high
God.
school.
So
Yeah.
gross.
I'll never forget being so.
By the way,
freaked
Juliette
out
Lewis
from-
is in the newest one.
Is that
Aw.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
She plays Max Cady's sister.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's
And-
pretty
so
good,
good.
yeah.
And the big finale when they're on the houseboat in the river on the Cape, and it's storming and raining, and he gets tied to the boat that's sinking, and he starts singing the song and then speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
That gave me nightmares. I was so freaked out by
Because
that.
even as he's going down, you're like, he's gonna come back.
Yeah.
He's gonna come back. He's so
powerful.
scary. You're like, he's not a man. He's
He's
no
like
longer
in the
a person.
voodoo
Yeah.
world or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
isn't he? Yeah.
Just one of
It's
my
like dark
favorite De
magic.
Niro
Becomes demonic.
performance. And Nick Nolte's great in it. Like, that movie is just 90s powerhouse. Like, when we did these kind of thriller movies all the time.
Scorsese.
And that's a great... Scorsese.
That was
just
It's
crushed it.
Scorsese coming off of Goodfellas.
Good damn.
It's just nuts.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great fucking remake. That's
Yeah. Good pick, Heath.
Sam, you're on the turn. You have 2 picks.
Oh my God, these are not going to be as good.
Self-awareness is important.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with I'm going to take a book out of Sophia's
A book?
library.
Oh,
He
he
said
went into it.
Yeah.
And
Ding.
I'm going to go with Dredd.
Damn it! I was hoping no one had that
A
on their
remake
list.
of the Sylvester Stallone
Yes.
Judge Dredd?
Have you
I've never
seen the
seen
new
that.
Dredd? It's not new
the Carl
anymore.
Urban Dread.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's amazing.
Dude, it's
Great.
amazing.
And then Raid Redemption pretty much just
Yeah.
Yeah.
remade that.
So
Or no, Dread came after Raid Redemption.
So
but
based
yeah.
off of everything we're talking about, how a good remake, right? We'll take a movie that's. I thought the Sylvester Stallone one was good, right?
I actually liked it when I was a kid.
Well,
And
they
they-
basically just threw everything out except for the character.
And they just took their own. Well,
Well-
they went more with the comic book,
Yeah.
and I think they just changed it in a way to where it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
It was
And
great.
Lena
Well, like,
Headey-
Stallone is a huge actor at that point, so he never is like fully Judge Dredd, it feels like.
Right.
Carl Urban put the mask on the whole time. He looked like Judge Dredd
I don't
that I
think
always read in
he
comics.
said like 2 words in the first 40 minutes of the movie, and I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah, I am the law.
And then you had a young, what's her name?
Lena Headley?
No. Well, Lena Headey was
She's
the
the
bad
drug
guy.
dealer, yeah.
But
Right,
She's
the,
great in it.
The chick from The Witch, it was his sidekick, right?
Anya
Anya
Taylor-Joy.
Taylor-Joy.
Oh.
She was the
Anya
psionicist that was
Is
like.
that right?
She was training with him, and she was the one that had the mind power.
Oh,
Dude,
that's cool.
and that's the
Didn't
thing
realize
about that's the thing about this script is it's very simple on the surface, right? It's a building. They're trying
That's
to
an
invade
Alec
the building.
Garland script, I think.
Is
I
it?
think you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, well
That, it's so
that
good.
explains it
yeah,
a little bit.
That was one of
yeah.
his early like big movies.
But
I
they
think.
had so many little like lore building, world building things
Yeah.
within this
That's
very
the thing. Mega
simple
City
fucking
really
thing.
felt like Mega City from the comics.
Yes. And I think that elevated it above something like Raid Redemption.
I mean, that movie is so good that I actually forgot that it was a follow up to a lesser movie. I mean, it just blew that Stallone movie out of the water.
And then a follow up to a comic book series.
It's so stylistic and just cool and beautiful. And again, that's the thing. So many comic book movies, especially up to that point, just weren't cool.
Okay,
like Dredd is a cool fucking movie.
I think this brings up a point of contention here.
Okay.
So is that more of a remake or a reboot? Is there a difference between remake and reboot?
I think reboots are generally better.
Reboots just kind of take the character and just restart. Like we've restarted how many comic book.
Right.
And the reason that I kind of asked this question is
Batman is not a remake.
Yeah, right.
I agree with that. I think Judge Dredd is a little bit different because there's only been 2.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's going to be a lot of this. We talked about is Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula?
Yeah.
Because it's not really in conversation
kind
with
of a remake,
like Bela Lugosi's Dracula or Frank Langella's
But it's based
Dracula.
off of the same source
It's based
material.
on the same story. So to me, in spirit, I would say that's not as much of a remake. I feel like Dredd falls pretty squarely in a remake to me.
Okay.
Well, it's a re-envisioning the way it should have been.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of semantical poppycock here. So, How
about you just let me have Dredd because I don't have too many.
I love
go.
Dredd.
I don't have too many other options.
Yeah, go for
All
it.
right, and then my second pick is going to be Halloween. I love the Rob Zombie Halloween.
Rob Zombie's Halloween is what you're picking. Okay.
Was the original Halloween a remake?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to pick the Rob Zombie one then.
That little fucking chortle you do at the end when you feel like you got one on us.
Well, if it was, I would have taken it. Dude, and so one of the things I really liked about the Rob Zombie Halloween was a thing that you hated, Griffey, and it's the whole first act, the lead up with the family. I feel like that is Rob Zombie's specialty.
So pause.
And I loved it.
I loved the first act. I don't like the breakfast table scene.
Yeah.
The breakfast table scene is unwatchable.
Yeah.
It's so grating and horrible and the dialogue's bad.
People don't talk like that.
Well, literally he's dating the stripper, he's injured, and it's like there's no way these two would ever be together. And then the daughter comes in, he's like, she's got a nice little dumper on her. And she goes, what'd you say? What'd you fucking say? And the baby's crying. I was just like, this is just unbearable. And I get it, they're trying to paint
it's like going over to your white trash cousin's house.
Yeah.
It's so
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, but see that scene, I just skip that scene every time, and the movie plays way better with it.
I love
But
it.
again, it also to me kind of shrunk Michael Myers
Why?
because the original thing was
he was a bigger guy.
It was this normal child who just breaks and becomes pure evil for no bona fide reason. And you're like, every kid in the Myers house was going to become a fucking serial killer.
Yeah.
Eventually, because that's just a fucking horrifying house to live in.
But see, I kind of like that.
I did like the time with young Michael as he's starting to experiment with carving up the animals and he beats the bully's ass to death. Like, a lot of that works for me.
I like a little explanation. I did like the Cold of Thorn thing where he's just like this supernatural being. But Rob Zombie took it in a whole new direction, and I appreciate that. He tried to explain why this guy is so fucked up.
Tried to make him a human.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's like an 8-foot tall pro wrestler.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's kind of having his cake and eating it
Well,
too.
hey man, genetics. You can't decide.
Sherry Moon Zombie
I
is
was about
like
to say
5 foot tall.
tiny. Yeah.
So I don't know who knocked her up, but he must have been Andre the Giant.
That's what I'm saying. It could have been.
You got to give Zombie a lot of credit because he ate a ton of shit doing that. I mean, it was almost kind of like you don't touch.
You're not allowed to change anything.
Yeah.
But he made it his own.
But also, it famously, like the Weinsteins were like over him and over the movie.
Yeah.
And then it came out and made a bunch of money. And they were begging him to come back and do another.
Yeah.
And that's
he
how he
didn't
was
want
able to
to.
sneak
Yeah.
Halloween 2 in, as weird as that one is.
See, I thought he didn't want to do Halloween 2. Did he?
He didn't, but he did.
He did for the money.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of made it more of a
It's
Rob
almost
Zombie
the exact
Yeah.
same thing as Carpenter. Did
Yeah.
you ever hear about any of the back and forth between him and Carpenter?
Oh, Carpenter hates that movie and talks shit on it
Yes.
every time he has a
I
microphone.
found that very funny.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, he hates every Halloween movie except for his and David Gordon Green's
Yeah.
2018 one. Every
I feel
other
like John
Halloween movie
Carpenter,
talks so
he
much
might
shit
hate
about.
everything.
But Wes Craven
He
did that
sort
with
of
Nightmare
does.
on
He does
Elm
kinda hate
Street.
it.
He's a
Classic
grumpy
version.
old
John
man.
Carpenter's really
Yeah.
become kind of a curmudgeon-y old
Yeah.
man. He just plays video games and talks shit on everyone. Like, he even talks shit about he hates Cronenberg, so he used to have those Master of Horror dinner.
Yeah.
And he's like, David just got pretty fucking full of himself.
Yeah,
and just
he
talked
did.
shit on him
He
and just
did.
wrote him off. I think
my
he's just cool.
gosh.
He's like, as long as he has Call of Duty, he just doesn't give a fuck about anything anymore.
Bless him.
And more
that's
power
kind
to
of
you,
awesome,
man.
actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of with him.
Yeah.
Like, you did your job. You did good.
All right, so I'm taking Halloween with my second pick.
That's not a terrible.
Hell yeah.
I actually really enjoy the Rob Zombie
Agreed.
Halloween. I think it takes a lot of unfair shit.
Get that finale. I don't think it's enough credit. Where it's like the pool,
Yeah.
they're in that like unfinished pool or whatever. It just gets really brutal. It is violent.
It's such a mean, and that it's kind of the opposite of like the original Halloween did the Texas Chainsaw, where it's a lot of stabbing and all this, where you don't see a lot of the actual carnage and death. And Rob Zombie did the like Danielle Harris, famously his niece in part 4
Got
and 5.
murdered, yeah.
She just gets savaged in that movie, and it's kind of a nice spit on your grave, like hard to watch segment of the movie. And I think a lot of fans turned on that. They're like, Rob Zombie is not making Halloween as fun as I've always thought it was.
It's gross.
Well, also, it's like, this guy is a serial killer. Like, it's not really
But
that
it's more,
fun if you
yeah,
think
it's
about
much,
it.
it's much more realistic, and I think that they made Michael Myers a little bit less supernatural and just more. This dude is huge, and he's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah,
Dude, I
It's,
like
not,
the
it's
stuff.
not magic.
It's brutal.
He's just gonna fuck you up because
I
he's
like
strong.
the stuff in the asylum
Yeah.
with Danny Trejo. Like, I liked a lot of stuff that
Yes,
movie
yeah.
was working
Yeah.
on.
that
Hell
was
yeah, dude.
also kind of what horror movies were doing then.
It was, yeah. It was the
It was
the
a
hostel.
really
The
brutal era
dirty,
of horror.
nasty.
The
yeah.
nasty.
Like, to
The
come out with
millennial
kind of a
nasties.
quaint,
Yep,
like, Michael
millennial
Myers is kind
nasties.
of a ghost in the mid-2000s,
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
not the kind of movie we were
No.
ever
Makes
going to get.
sense, yeah.
Because that was the one, I remember when that was coming out, and I was like, why is he doing Halloween? Why don't you give him Texas Chainsaw?
Yeah.
No one's
for
ever
real.
been more made for Texas Chainsaw
Exactly.
than Rob Zombie. But he pretty much did that in House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So, like, he already made his Texas Chainsaw movie. And that was great, too. All right. I actually think those are good picks, Sam.
Thank you, sir.
Heath, what do you have for your second pick?
There are a lot of good ones. Let's go with. I'm going to go with The Mummy.
Damn it.
Brendan Fraser's.
That was my
Brendan
Mummy.
Fraser. Brendan.
Yeah.
Brendan?
Not Brendan. Brennan.
No, it's Brendan.
No, it's
It's
Brendan.
Brendan.
Is it?
Yes.
Fucking
Yes.
shame on me. I'm over here like a pompous cock.
You even
judging
pointed
the hell
at
out
him.
of him.
Brendan.
Yeah, I was like, how fucking dare you? And then I just fucking blew it.
It's Pam. I think I can solve the Pan
I think
situation.
it's- no.
Pan with a D.
No, so you're
I'm
right.
just over here like the whale judging.
People mispronounce his last name is what it is.
Fraser.
It's Fraser.
Fraser.
Not Fraser.
Not
Fraser.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Fraser.
well,
Okay, so I could have been,
Brendan
could have been cunty had I
Fraser.
got which name.
Yeah. You were onto something.
All right.
He's not Irish.
So The Mummy was one of the weakest of the Universal monster
Oh,
movies.
undoubtedly, the Mummy sucked when Universal did it. The Hammer horror mummies fucking sucked,
Yeah.
even though Christopher Lee was the mummy and he was fucking
Yeah.
huge. That
So
movie fucking sucked.
basically-
Mummies are lame.
The
They're just
story
lame
of the mummy
zombies.
is lame.
What they basically decided is we're going to throw out this mummy lore. It's not going to be this, like stiff zombie kind of thing. We're going to just make it our own thing. Totally redesigned it. Steven Sommers did an amazing job
Amazing.
of turning it into almost like a swashbuckling adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was Pirates of the Caribbean
It
before
really
Pirates of the
was.
Or
Caribbean.
like
yeah.
Indiana Jones. It
Yeah.
felt a lot
Yeah.
like
A lot
Indiana
like
Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, a lot like Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
but Pirates
Oh my
of the
God.
Caribbean is a great comp on that.
Great
Yeah.
fucking cast. And weirdly, it does pay a lot of tribute to the things in the original. The thing people forget about Karloff's The Mummy is that at a certain point, he comes back and he's got like the robes and a fez. He's got an apartment. Like he's
right.
chilling.
Hey, wait, didn't it
Right,
come
he's
out?
walking
It came
around.
out before Pirates of the Caribbean.
It did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Way
yeah.
before,
I was gonna say.
I think 99.
Yeah.
I think 1999.
Yeah, really, it was one of those movies. I remember the trailers came out and you're like, oh, God. It was one of those movies
so
I
fun.
thought
It
it
was
was going
such
to
a
suck.
huge
It was
You
surprise.
went, you
It
went
was an
in, and it
adventure.
was such a fucking joyous experience.
And I
Yeah.
recently rewatched it, and it really holds
It
up.
slaps.
It fucking
It
rips.
does
so
slap.
good.
And honestly,
It's fun.
I like all the Mummy movies. I think they're
Yeah.
just a really, like, such an undervalued franchise.
Do you like the
Really
Scorpion
fun.
King movies?
I liked the Scorpion King when
Yeah.
it came out because I also, me and Sam talk about this a
It
lot.
was-
We grew up as fantasy kids.
It was
Oh,
literally
yeah.
just the CGI that made it bad.
That's true.
I think
yeah.
the story was all right.
The story was
Yeah.
cool, and then The Rock came out as that Scorpion
Yeah,
monster.
and
like,
it's just like, God
but
damn
then they
it.
did an offshoot where it was just the Scorpion King. It
Yeah.
was him and Michael Clark Duncan was like another tribal
That was kind of
warlord.
cool, yeah.
I liked that movie.
Yeah.
Like I liked when The Rock was in Hercules. Like those like bad fantasy movies. Just I was a sword and sandal kid.
Yeah.
Like I loved that shit. So like The Mummy, I liked really all of them. I thought that was such a.
Are you,
the
are you
first one's
excited
the
for the
best.
Odyssey?
Oh, the Odyssey looks awesome.
I think
be
the Odyssey
wild.
looks awesome too, dude.
I'm not super excited. I'm not the biggest like Christopher Nolan guy. Like I appreciate what he does, but his movies don't really like torque me up like some people.
Yeah.
Man, that last trailer they came out with, each trailer has gotten better.
I mean, the cast is crazy. The
Yeah.
early reviews are amazing. So I'm assuming the Odyssey's gonna fucking blow
It's
everybody's
probably
gonna
dick
be
off, and it's
cool,
gonna
yeah.
be great.
all right.
But yeah, I'm not like in anticipation of that. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be awesome.
It's the most sword and sandal you can get, though, really. if you
That
think
is
about it.
true.
Maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
we'll fucking see, dude. It won't beat Beastmaster. That's what I'll say on this pod for sure. Beastmaster will always be better than every Christopher
What were
Nolan
his
movie.
ferrets called? Rigu and Pigu?
I just remember, just as a kid, the fact that you had pet ferrets in a pouch and you could send them to go bite people's
And they would
nuts.
go steal shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
They would go steal
steal their
people's
money
money.
and bite their nuts, and I was like, "That's just awesome." I was
I
like,
made
"That's
so
just
many
objectively
D&D
cool."
characters based off of Drax. Yeah. I was like, I'm going to be a Beastmaster. I'm going to get ferrets to do all my shit.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
that's way better than our last game where you were biting men with great calves to
I was
turn into
getting
your
men.
slaves.
What?
I had progressed to human slavery.
Well, to be fair, he was
It's a fantasy world.
he was abducting these men to make them his like minions, but he called them his shadow associates.
But why did you have to bite their calves?
Because I remember when I worked at
'Cause
Walmart.
he was a were-rat,
Oh,
shadow monk assassin.
okay.
So if Sam bit them, they would be
became-
infected
Well,
with were-ratness, and he would be their
And
master.
the thing is, when you're trying to enslave someone, right? You got to make sure they have big calves.
Teach us.
First off, someone clip that for sure. But what I'm saying is the fact that
They
Sam
need
was
those big calves.
because I'd be DMing and I'd be like, "You're in this town. There's all this cool shit," and then Sam would just be like, "Are there any men with big calves?" And I'd just be like, "God damn it!" Every fucking time Sam's character spoke, the first thing is he's like, "I'd like to do a perception check to see if there's any great calves on the men in this crowd."
Everybody looks at upper body, right? Everybody looks at upper body. What you got to look at is the calves.
The calf
Yeah,
game.
dude. That's the
That's true,
real
though.
workers.
If you've ever seen like a morbidly obese person's calves,
They're nice.
fucking wild.
Yeah.
Tell you what, when I watch Spartacus or Gladiator, I'm looking for calves.
You should. You should.
Sam's here to teach us
When
all
I'm
the
looking
important
for
stuff.
someone to enslave to make an assassin with me, what I really want is a guy who gets off his rascal scooters with size 48 calves.
I need a good start. Is that what they say in NFL? I need a good start.
What?
A jump off.
Have you ever seen a sport?
A jump off? Do they
does
call
that
it a
mean?
jump off?
A kickoff?
I think they call it a get off. And I think that's why I found it.
Yes, your initial burst
Yes.
is powerful.
And,
off,
and
gotcha.
they
This
always
is
say to
weird.
get off. So
We're learning
I
a lot
need
about Sam
I need
today.
a guy with a good get off.
So that he can
I
himself
bet
get
you
off.
do.
Yeah.
Bet
Sam's
you
just
fucking do.
I need that spurt.
Yeah, Sam, you have disadvantage for jerking off again in public.
God damn it.
Okay. I'm going to take... There's so many good ones. I'm going to take Evil Dead 2013.
Yep.
Oh.
We mentioned it a couple times. I thought this was a great remake. When this was coming out, I had so much trepidation, right? I saw the first trailer and I was like, no, we're torture porning Evil Dead.
Yeah.
It looks so uninteresting. It looks so joyless. And just like, are you just going to try to subject us to all the fucking cringy torture porn, whatever? I thought the addition of the drug story
Yeah.
to kind of sell the Deadite and possession
Yeah.
infection, it gave all the characters really juicy stakes.
Griffey
in
loves the
movie.
metaphor.
I love a good fucking metaphor.
He loves a good metaphor.
I
It
love a
did
good
make
metaphor.
the entire movie a metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild to think
But
about.
I think what it is it plays so beautifully with possession, right?
Yeah.
Like it was
Definitely.
and it was such an interesting idea to add to it. And I thought honestly it still really felt Evil Dead. It wasn't
For
as
sure.
fun. It was much more gruesome, but it still had that exact spirit. And again, you're never gonna out Raimi. So don't try to make Evil Dead 2. You're never going to do it. No one's come close other than Deadstream. It's not a thing that can happen.
Also, Fede Alvarez is a world-class filmmaker.
Yeah.
We didn't know it at the time because this was, I think, his first feature. Or
That's
pretty
kind of
early.
crazy.
yeah, I mean,
Your first feature is remaking Evil Dead.
that is pretty fucking crazy.
I don't
He
know if it
probably
was his
had
first.
something
Well,
before
it
that,
might have
but
been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
some shorts at least, but yeah, I mean, he's since done Don't Breathe. He did Alien Romulus.
Oh,
I mean,
God,
this
yeah.
guy.
Fede.
Great.
He's throwing 100 miles
Jesus.
per hour every
Yeah,
time.
and again, it was one of those movies. I was like, there's no fucking way a non-Sam Raimi Evil Dead remake is going to be any fucking good. And just was glued to the chair. Like, completely fascinated, terrified. And again, not to the point where they forgot that it needs to be fun still. Right? That's a very important part of Evil Dead.
Well,
And I thought it was
And
just
it just
incredible.
gets going. It doesn't waste a lot of time.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they didn't have any huge name actors, right?
no.
That's kind of what I thought was cool about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jane Levy is really the only
She's-
actor in that
yeah.
movie that I could even name.
The guy the little nerd with the glasses.
Oh
had been in
yeah,
a couple,
the Maxine guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd been in a handful of things I had seen.
But
since,
still, like
yeah.
no one's gonna suck the air out of the room.
No, yeah,
nice.
I thought that remake was such a beautiful blend of Evil Dead, but found its completely own voice. And yeah, it was one of the biggest 180s I've ever had. Like walked in thinking it would suck, very much
Yeah.
like The Mummy. So like, oh my god, this movie is hitting on all cylinders.
I think I might have saw that with you.
Yeah.
Because I remember walking in thinking, we were just like,
Yeah. I think it was one of those, it's like, how stoned do we want to be? Are we willing to fall asleep during this movie?
Well,
Probably.
because like a year earlier, we'd watched the Nightmare on Elm Street remake or something.
yeah.
It was
That'll
like
do
all
it.
very, very close together.
And again, it was just that era where it's like all the movies were pretty scuzzy, and it felt like that was going to infect a movie that meant a lot to me and was so pleasantly surprised. So I'm taking Evil Dead 2013. I think it's a powerhouse remake. One of the best of a major horror franchise remakes I've ever seen.
Good pick.
Hell yeah.
So, Sophia, you have 2 picks on the
I know,
turn
it's a lot
here.
of pressure. Okay, so my first one, I'm going to do It.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
I
my
was like, I didn't know if
God.
there was going to be, It
So,
Chapter 1.
I love it.
That's a great pick.
That
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
I'm kind of surprised how much shit those 2 movies take.
I feel like it's because the second one. The first one, I don't think took a lot of shit, and then the second one came out, and then people started
That's a fair point.
retroactively
The second
shitting
one
on the first one.
is a large drop-off.
I just
Yeah.
don't like either of them. I don't like any of the It movies.
Did you
You
like
don't
the
like the
TV
new
series
one?
or TV movie?
No, I thought.
Oh,
it was
you
didn't
terrible.
like
you
any
didn't
of-
even like the 90s one?
Oh, that was such
Okay.
an important, like,
Not into
totemic
it.
text
Yeah,
for us as
that
kids.
was-
I watched that all the
Yeah,
time.
That was a different movie
I
altogether.
came into it late.
Yeah.
I think I watched it for the first time in high school, and I was just sort of like, this
Oh,
is
not
lame
for
and
you.
corny.
Dude,
Yeah.
I watched that movie in like, I think elementary school.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know movies could be like this.
Well, I remember
Mm-hmm.
it came in the big, like, it was more than one
Yeah.
VHS. And you're just like, what? Like, that was pretty mind-blowing to me at the time. Before Titanic
You had
did,
to
I
get
remember
it
hearing-
out from underneath the covers to change the tape.
Yeah,
And you're like, I don't know, man.
No, so, Sophia, what about It Chapter 1 do you think improved upon the original, and what made it such a special remake to you?
So I saw It Chapter 1 before I saw the TV movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like a, I guess, unique point of view from you guys on that. But I kind of like what you talked about previously, the whole idea of like kids having to face these serious stakes and
Yeah.
kids facing what they think is a clown. Oh, just kidding. It's actually a fucking alien.
Yeah.
Like, and it's, I think it kind of hurt a little bit too that it, one, had one of the Stranger Things kids in it. But then it also kind of played into similar, like,
Yeah.
not themes, but like they're riding bikes around a small town.
Well, Stranger
Yeah.
Things
Like-
was kind of a ripoff of those type of movies.
Stranger
Yeah.
Things was
An
commenting
homage.
on that whole era where we grew up in,
Yeah.
where we actually watched It Chapter 1.
Right.
And again, Finn Wolfhard takes a lot of shit in that movie.
I think
he's
he did
great in
good.
that
Yeah.
movie. He's
Yeah.
fucking great. And the kids are great. They're
I think
all
he's good
really
in
good
Stranger Things.
actors.
Yeah.
I know Heath hates a fucking cast of child actors.
Yeah.
That group was
They
exceptionally
were really great.
good.
Yeah.
And they really captured the essence of the characters from the story. The little boy who plays Ben
Yeah.
was just, he melted your heart every
Yeah.
time he was on screen. It was such a beautiful point of empathy that I thought the original one didn't capture as much with that Ben character.
Right.
That to me was the biggest upgrade. And then to your point, I love Tim Curry. You'll never hear me say a bad thing about him.
Yeah.
I liked him as Pennywise.
But not
Skarsgård
nearly
fucking
as, yeah.
stuffed him in a
Killed
locker.
it.
It's not even
Killed it.
close. Like, he's so fucking iconic and
Yeah.
terrifying and great as Pennywise
It's
the Clown.
different though. Like Skarsgård's Pennywise is a completely different thing.
Well, he's a monster.
Sure.
He's a
Tim
monster.
Curry's Pennywise was more like an actual human clown that just stumbled around and chased kids.
And you just mentioned in a podcast, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or whatever, about how we should judge movies based on the budget. And I feel like with the budget they had for the TV movie, Tim Curry, dude.
He's great.
Yeah.
Imagine-
I have no fucking qualms with anything in the original, but I think to Heath's point, it also does have that just visual aesthetic immediately of the made-for-TV movie of the time. Like, it just looks so much less than It Chapter 1, which was a big cinematic movie.
And the acting too is kind of hokey and
Yeah.
Yeah,
some
but-
good actors in it, like Harry Anderson.
Yeah.
Ed Bigley Jr. I think
Yeah.
is he in it, but still, like they're playing it cheaply.
Yeah, it's kind of a community theater feel
It
to it a lot.
is,
And
very
again,
much so.
I still love that movie.
So
But yeah, if I'm going to watch It Chapter 1 is always the movie I'm going to reach for every time versus any of the
not to
others.
belabor this too long, but I just want to make a point. All right, so the 90s one, the made-for-TV one, I feel like it is kind of like a young adult novel.
Yeah.
And I feel like having
Well,
the...
first off, the It novel itself is like 1,200 pages. And it gets really into minutia. There's like a whole like 25-page chapter about train schedules. So it's not
Yeah.
really a young adult novel.
No.
But I see what you're saying.
But
that
the
the
feeling of it.
movies
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
like a kind of a souped up Goosebumps.
Right, like a souped up, and I think the made-for-TV kind of actually makes that better. And I think
Yeah.
when you add in all these Hollywood effects and all this crazy shit, I think it kind of takes away from it.
Well, I do think, and this is a problem in It Welcome to Derry too. The Machete and his wife, they're kind of the powerhouses behind this. They love the worst CG
They do.
you've ever seen. It Chapter 1, It Chapter 2, and Welcome to Derry. The CG is fucking
And the Flash.
garbage.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
There's something
bad.
just creepy about a guy that's just he's a normal looking clown, except for he just has fucked up teeth.
Tim Curry's playing more of a John Wayne Gacy.
Yes.
In that movie.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
a ghostly John Wayne Gacy.
And I feel like that works so much more than the CGI giant mouth. I like the little tiny
That's
teeth
fair.
and the blood dripping out of them.
I can see
But he's an
taste-wise that works
alien.
better, but Skarsgård, dude. The
Yeah.
voice, the face. That opening scene where he's talking to Georgie.
They're a popular
that's as
family.
good of a horror movie scene as I've ever fucking seen. That's one of the most iconic moments in a horror story ever, right? People love that scene. It's beautiful. And it captures all those fucking childhood scares. And like if you just watch the two scenes back to back, like that moment alone, you can see the differences and why It Chapter 1 is just vastly superior.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could put Friday the 13th, the remake, next to Friday the 13th, the old one, and you could say the new one looks better.
It does look better, but what I'm saying is it captures the character of Pennywise better and what he actually is.
Because you read
And the
the book.
cinematic visual storytelling is
Gotcha.
so much
All
stronger.
right. I never read the books or anything, so I didn't realize the character. You know, I just remember Tim Curry being so fucking freaky.
He
'cause-
scared
was
the
freaky,
shit out of
yeah.
me when
but
I was
also
a kid.
a little kid when I watched that. So
Yeah.
I feel like it hit a lot different.
Well, watching it as a kid, like
Yeah.
it's one of my
Yeah.
kids' go-to horror movies because they're like, yeah, this is a for me scary.
It's one of the
fucking
few
thing.
movies where I never rewatched it.
Like my kids wouldn't give a fuck about Amityville Horror because they don't pay bills. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like that doesn't fucking
Yeah,
matter. They're not
exactly.
disappointing a wife and family, whatever.
There's different levels of terror.
It fucking speaks to, and again, there's just something magical. Anytime you're in that like era of kids and putting it in the 80s and not the 50s, it felt like when I was a kid, just the riding the bikes, going to the arcade, hanging out with your buddies, getting into trouble. There's something just beautiful about what they capture. And there's so many, again, the scene in that always makes me cry. When Bev signs Ben Yearbook, like they just found such better emotional beats in that story too. I loved it.
Agreed. That's a good pick.
Well, I got a good pick, and then I'm going to ruin it with another pick. I really liked this movie. Not a lot of people did like this movie, but I'm going to pick the newest Nosferatu.
I love that movie.
I love Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know how this
I
one
didn't
felt
mind
about
it.
it. A lot of people I've talked to
prefer
didn't
the
like it.
Herzog, if we're
Yeah.
talking about Nosferatu remakes,
Yeah.
but they're neck and neck for me.
This one for me, it was the costuming, like the set design, the detail that went into like creating the streets of this, and like
Eggers
just-
being Eggers. Yeah.
you were fully immersed. They used
Good streets.
actual rats in this, like which was
They
fucking
have that
wild.
in the Herzog remake.
Oh,
really
do they?
well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one, I think, is much more.
Klaus Kinski.
It's much more haunting again because it was made in the 70s, and it has that like that tactile realness
Yeah.
to it that there's like this uncanny horror, like almost this European fog
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah. Great
And
way to say that. Yeah.
what makes it creepier is it is more real, but it's unreal. This is digital cinema, like modern, you know. This is just aesthetics.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not taking anything away from.
And Edgar does put a lot of work into costuming and set
Right.
design to make it
Well,
as
and
authentic as
everything-
possible before you layer in the digital.
I think that he really like romanticized everything
He
about
did.
this,
And
which is why I liked it.
It is more romantic.
Yeah.
You're right than the Herzog version.
So this is a point of contention that I had in the movie that I
Yeah.
think some people did. I think the thing I always liked about Nosferatu versus Dracula and other vampires is that they did not romanticize him.
Oh,
That he was this kind of living corpse, the true
Yeah.
scary version of a vampire.
Yeah.
Whereas most vampires want to fuck you and you probably want to
Right.
fuck them, right? I thought adding that in, and this one didn't go all the way. Like he's still a repulsive thing, but he
Sure.
has this kind of mystical
Yeah.
pull over her, almost
Yeah.
like an abusive relationship story
Yeah.
that plays out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, as a guy who also fetishizes Jake the Snake, like that was
God
cool.
damn it.
Like I liked it, yeah.
yeah. I feel like it's romantic, but it's still like you said, he's still gross. He's still dirty. Like it's not a vampire that you want to.
What does that mouth
Yeah,
do?
like oh god.
Back it up onto daddy. Right?
But just like great performances, that nasty
Yeah.
little like
Skarsgård again.
Yeah,
For the win.
killing
Two
it.
Skarsgård for
killing
you,
it.
yeah.
That
He's
was supposed
so
to
fucking
be
good.
I think that was supposed to be Harry Styles originally.
No
Yes,
way.
Nos is Count Orlok.
Maybe that was the other character. Maybe he was supposed to be the
Aaron Taylor character.
or who was the other guy?
What's his name? Lex Luthor in the new Superman.
Oh, the curly. He
Nicholas
was in.
Holt.
Oh yeah,
Nicholas Holt.
Yep.
I just know that he was attached at one point. Harry Styles.
I think Nicholas Holt is
I
who
think
I
we're
could see
good
him in
on
that
Harry
character.
Styles being in movies. I think.
I
I
liked
think
him
so.
in that one with Florence Pugh.
Don't worry, darling.
Yeah, I like that.
I thought he was not very good in that.
I think
Okay,
we could
well-
just take a pause on that. Like he has a music career, right? Maybe do some of
That's
that.
fair.
Talk to your brothers again.
Sure,
Whatever.
sure.
In your boy band, like go back to that.
I like the other brothers more, really.
Of One Direction?
No,
Oh, Jonas Brothers?
Jonas Brothers.
I love the
dude.
Jonas Brothers.
What's the cute one though?
Where did Harry
They're
Styles
all
come
cute.
from?
There's Joe Jonas,
No,
Nick
'cause
Jonas,
there's the
Kevin
one-
Nick
Jonas.
Jonas is the shit.
There's
have
the
you,
one
have you guys
brother-
watched
Curly
The
hair.
Kingdom?
Oh, I have.
Or
He's
Kingdom?
in that.
He's an MMA fighter and a
Oh.
failing MMA gym.
That's probably believable.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Not
What's
familiar.
the one brother that kind of looks like Steve Guttenberg? He's not cute.
They're
Oh.
all cute. Who's
They're-
Steve
they're
Guttenberg?
There's
Bird.
definitely one who's got that kind of Ringo aesthetic. Like
That's
no one's
true.
really picking him, but you'd be happy
Kevin?
if he was the leftover.
Is it
Yeah.
No,
Kevin
Kevin's
Jones?
the most handsome now, guys. Look at the evolution. Kevin is like other than Joe. Well, listen.
Wait, is Nick the least handsome one now?
Out of all of them, I would say
What are we talking about?
Joe,
Harry Styles was not a
Kevin,
Jonas
and then
brother.
Nick.
Was he not?
Where did Harry Styles come
I
from?
know, this is
Was
quite
he not a
deviation.
Jonas
Who?
brother?
No,
Harry
he's,
Styles was
his
not a
name
Jonas
is Harry
in One Direction.
Styles.
Oh, what's
He's
One
not
Direction?
a Jonas.
It's a
One
new
of those
group of
boy
men.
bands.
You can fucking look at their calves.
They're
and
broken
pick your
up now.
favorite.
They're all very cute,
And one
Sam.
passed away.
Yeah, they seem like they have thin
They ain't
calves.
Judge Judy cute, but they're trying.
There
One of
was
them passed
rumors of
away?
yeah, he fell off of a balcony.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Liam.
Yeah. So,
Thanks for
anyways,
bringing that up, Sam.
Nosferatu.
Thin calves, probably,
Yeah.
right?
Thin calves.
If you had
Oh
stronger
my
calves,
God.
you'd never fucking fall.
It's part of it. It is part of it.
The thing about Eggers' Nosferatu is
You're just gonna go straight back to it after that. You're gonna just.
Between that and the text we got before this started about Lindsey Graham's little ladybugs. I'm fucking laughing at too much dead people humor right now. Holy shit. Just Google Lindsey Graham's
Dude, my
little
wife
ladybugs.
just texted me an image of Mitch McConnell coming. He's like, Mitch
The
McConnell.
turtle.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell's made an epic return with a massive set of beautiful tits, and it's
Oh,
an
Oh, I
no.
saw that.
image of Mitch McConnell with giant tits.
Did you hear? Yeah, like he's getting plastic surgery. Did you hear what they're calling Mitch McConnell right now?
What?
Rigor tortoise.
oh my god.
Oh
This
my
is
god.
dark.
That's
This is
fucking
dark humor, but that's really
hilarious.
what
Oh my god.
Nosferatu's about.
Yeah, going
Yeah.
back
Yeah,
to
remaking
Nosferatu.
it.
Romanticism,
Remaking it.
Yeah.
sexuality,
Romanticizing
big
the trauma of
titties.
being a
yeah.
person. Also, just Willem Dafoe being the crazy vampire.
He's-
God,
hunter.
I love him.
Amazing in that.
Everything he
But
does.
the scene when is it Aaron Taylor? He's the
Yeah.
the scene when Orlok's drinking his kids like juice boxes,
so fucked
and he's
up.
unable to do anything or defend. It's so
Yeah.
gnarly. Like that movie, it's long. It's way
Yeah.
too long.
Yeah, I
But
will say, yeah.
That's okay though.
I really enjoyed
I
it.
like-
I
Any
thought it
movie
was
that
good.
is brave enough to kill off some kids, I'm just
I
like,
know.
let's fucking go.
Griffey and Danina did a really good podcast on that a couple years ago when it
Yeah.
first came out. So yeah, if you want to hear more Nosferatu, check that out.
Nosferatu,
Hell yeah.
Nice, dude.
You will join me
It's
in
very
my arms.
Cold
I
movie,
will
like
spin you upside down for a standing 6'9".
Oh my god.
And we will laugh until the sun comes up, and then I will have a refractory period.
Oh no.
Right? While you go wash
How
yourself for daddy.
Hell yeah.
Blech.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that,
Yeah, that's
is
it.
that not from the movie?
Nosferatu.
Is that not?
Nosferatu.
That's
Sounds
all
like
I
Nailed it.
another
want.
version. In
Nosferatu.
Misfit Parade's Nosferatu.
Volt it. Or whatever the
No,
volted.
that's clock it.
Vault it.
No.
We're not vaulting
No,
that.
we
We're
ain't
bringing
clocking
it out.
We
into
ain't
the sun.
clocking it. We're vault.
Okay. So I'm going to take, I actually can't believe this is still on the list. I'm going to take the 70s Invasion of the Body Snatchers. The best version of Body Snatchers, I like almost all Body Snatcher movies. I think it's one of the great premises, right? Started as a communist scare movie, obviously, when the original came out. By the 70s, it kind of become this attack on the counterculture, right? These young hippies who are fighting against all these oppressive systems, where Donald Sutherland actually becomes a restaurant inspector and seems like he's kind of bullying people. So now the hippies are becoming the man, and how they're afraid of being brought into the system, right? And it's just incredibly acted. Donald Sutherland's one of my favorite actors of all time. That man could do no wrong to me. He's so fucking good. He carries the movie. The effects got way better, right, in this movie. And they really captured the kind of bigger scale horror of what if, because the original is kind of small town Americana fear, right? Like your small town gets taken over and they're going to start transporting them everywhere. This is in San Francisco, a bustling metropolis where you are looking and immediately the scenes at the end as we start to see so many people who have been body snatched, right? And him trying to get through the town, and how can you pretend to be something that you're not? How can you try to blend in with these things that you think are, you know, everywhere? You don't know. Like when he's talking to Leonard Nimoy, is he just a weird San Francisco writer or is he body snatched? Same with Jeff Goldblum. They had one of the weirdest cameos in movie history where Robert Duvall was just around. And they're like, do you just want to be a priest on a swing in the opening scene and has no lines, doesn't do anything? Just Robert Duvall's in the opening for no fucking reason at all. But then those moments when you see the pods and Donald Sutherland wakes up, he's kind of napping because you start to get drained. And he wakes up and sees his like half-formed vegetation body and has to crush it. Oh my God. And again, one of the most iconic endings in the movie when the other lady's like, hey, hey. And he points at her and does the scream. He has been co-opted. Just really like this exclamation point of the terror and the unstoppable nature of that monster that I think is fucking incredible. It's a lot like the Thing.
Yeah.
But just on a big scale. Like if the Thing made it to San Francisco, the whole planet's dead.
Yeah.
Immediately. And Body Snatchers gives you this vibe of there's no stopping it. We can't fucking win. Which I always thought was a really scary sci-fi note. So yeah, I'm taking Body Snatchers, dude.
Yeah, Body Snatchers is good. Okay, I'm going a little off base. I bet none of you have this on your list. And that is Stoker. Do you know what this is a remake of?
Is that a remake?
It's a remake of Shadow of a Doubt, the Hitchcock movie.
No shit.
It sure is, yeah.
Wow, I've seen both of those. I never put that together.
So this is Park Chan-wook's Stoker, which, it takes a lot of liberties from the original to the point where, it has a totally different title. But so the original Shadow of a Doubt is about Uncle Charlie, played by, what's his name? Joseph Cotton from a lot of movies from back in the day. He's in Citizen Kane. And he plays creepy Uncle Charlie, who's a crook on the lam. And he decides to go back and visit his sister's family, or I think it's his sister or his brother's family. Anyway, his niece is obsessed with Uncle Charlie, and her name's Charlie as well. And so they have this special bond and connection. And slowly throughout the course of it, you realize that he's willing to put her in danger, and in order to make off, evade the authorities and evade the people that he ripped off that are chasing him. And she ends up being the one who brings him down. And there's this really harrowing scene where it looks like he's going to throw her off a train at the end of it. It's just great Hitchcock stuff. This movie takes a similar setup, but really twists it in all kinds of subversive ways.
It becomes more of a psychological thriller because he comes back and there's this weird...
It's a psychosexual thriller, really.
Yeah, I think he's the brother-in-law, but he seems like he's immediately
he is the brother-in-law,
clapping up Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
He has weird sexual tension with the daughter, right, in this movie, which is bizarre. And then we find out Mia Wasikowski is essentially a burgeoning serial killer.
Exactly.
So they add a bunch of new elements to this story.
Right. Yeah.
It's Matthew Good. Yeah.
Matthew Good is who I'm thinking of. And I think Dermot Mulroney maybe was the...
Wait, what
Dermot
is it?
McDermott?
My boy, Dermot McDermott.
Dermot McDermott.
So he plays the brother who we find out later was killed by Matthew Good, but we don't know that. We just know Uncle Charlie's showing up out of nowhere. Come to find out, he was institutionalized, and his brother breaks him out, and then he kills his brother, and then he goes back when the funeral happens, and he's about to get found out by a few people here and there. He makes sure he offs them. But what he's also doing...
some bodies in freezer moments.
Yeah, but what he's also doing is kind of awakening this sexuality in his niece, which is kind of really...
Kind of the horniness of murder.
But and then also that, and also this awareness that she likes to kill people. And so there's a great kill scene where Alden Ehrenreich is about to basically rape her, and Uncle Charlie comes to save the day and snaps his neck back.
Oh, dude, yeah, just pulls
with a
him
belt.
back.
But while
he's got his foot on his back and just
but while he's on top of her and having his neck snapped back, she's kind of like homing in on that neck break and getting turned on by it, and then masturbates in the shower after
Yeah.
they kill him and dispose of his body.
Whoa.
It's a fucked up movie, man.
That sounds fucked
Bet you
up.
didn't think of that, did you, Alfred?
That's the mom from Leviticus?
Yes.
Yes,
it is.
And then now, she's the mom in Leviticus, dude. Isn't that crazy?
It makes sense, actually. Doesn't it, a little bit?
No.
That mom, that girl would turn into that mom?
I guess if those universes are connected, sure.
Yeah.
You were looking at me with this look like, come on. I'm not saying it. No,
Just
I
have my
haven't.
back on this.
I don't think so.
Have it.
You guys had not seen Stoker?
Oh, I love
Well, I've
Stoker.
seen the box art for it.
Oh, well, that's close.
It's like a family portrait, yeah. It
Yeah.
really does not.
The box art's
It
awesome.
does not give you a good vibe of the movie you're about to be subjected to.
What I
but
love
Park
about it-
Chan-wook, dude, just he is. If he's not the best modern filmmaker, like you can't put anyone above him. He's right there with the best of the best of the
best.
Name
best.
like a couple of his other movies. Park Chan-wook.
Old
Did he
Boy.
do the
Yeah,
host?
Old Boy. He did the.
No,
I know
that's-
he did Old Boy.
The Vengeance trilogy.
Right,
Yeah.
the Vengeance guy.
Lady Vengeance.
Yeah.
He did Decision to Leave, which came out a couple years ago.
Did
which
you
was
do
amazing.
the recent one we just watched where the dude throws the thing on the
Yeah.
dudes? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
No Other Choice?
No other choice.
I know. I want to do an episode on that so bad.
And he
I
did
thought we
that-
did.
We did not.
We did not.
He did The Handmaiden,
The Handmaiden.
The
Okay.
Handmaiden I
which
love.
is amazing.
So yeah, Lady Vengeance, Sympathy with Mr. Vengeance. That's the other part of the Vengeance trilogy. Snowpiercer.
Oh,
Oh.
Thirst is one of my favorite
Thirst is
vampire
good.
movies. It's so fucking good. I haven't seen I'm a Cyborg, but that's okay. I heard that's incredible.
Yeah, sounds cool.
But dude, he's a fucking
top
beast.
of the
Hell
top
yeah,
of the mountain.
dude.
So good.
What I love
What's
about
his name again, first off?
Park
Park
Chan.
Chan-wook.
Park Chan-wook.
Yeah.
what I love about this as a Hitchcock remake is that Hitchcock notoriously horny, psychosexual,
Yeah.
really deviant, and
Ugly bastard.
What? What?
well, I'm not here to throw stones at the man's appearance, but
Yeah.
yes, like not
I'm
the
hoping
most,
that women like chubbies.
Yeah.
I've always hoped that.
I'm saying Park Chan might be a little bit better looking.
What does
I
he
mean,
look
almost
like?
undoubtedly.
1 second.
Almost undoubtedly.
to
right?
finish my point so we can move on.
What, you like moving on?
I,
Park Chang.
I'm trying to do you a favor here, Nick. I like that
Heath,
this.
you just weren't prepared for
I'm
Sam's
just never
incredible
prepared.
get-off.
I'm just never prepared. You know what? Just fuck it. Forget it.
Heath's
Let's
never had it.
let's go
You
on.
can
go
never
for
had
it.
a great
Continue
get-off.
your point and just
Yeah.
know that Sam has an incredible get-off. and you
get
have
off-
to be
I can
prepared
get off
at
on
all
anything.
times.
Ew. Oh my God.
At any time.
It's not an exact
Let me see
remake,
him though.
Yes.
He's a handsome
but
guy.
it is
Oh, yeah.
in the
Cutie.
spirit of
He's
what
got
Hitchcock
a medal.
would
He
want
did
to
something.
do.
Yes, it's a
he's so
modern
cute.
update that
62
is
years
getting
old.
into these other things. Okay, when you guys are done just flicking it,
We're looking at
Okay.
Park,
Park
Chan
Chang
Wook.
Woo. He's cute.
He's
fine.
cute. He won an award for something, dude.
Look, he's got a medal.
Look at that. He's got a medal.
He's got a medal.
that could just be a necklace. Count
There's-
Dracula had
That's
one of
Nah.
those.
not a
Count
necklace.
Count Dracula
They
wore
don't
one
give
of
up.
those.
You can't buy that.
Of course you
Park
fucking
Come on,
can.
Chan
man.
Wook.
I'm going to Amazon and buy that right now.
All right, Sam, it's your turn.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, great.
He used up all his get-offs
Yeah,
on
he
your
did.
fucking turn.
God damn it.
All right, Sam. What fucking brain busters
Oh,
you
no,
gonna
I got
drop
it.
on us now?
I got to pick two back to back though, don't I? I'm gonna go with The Departed, thanks to Heath.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great remake. love that.
What's that a
movie.
remake of, Sam?
A Simple Midnight Allure or something like that, right?
No, not even close.
No, Simple Midnight,
Midnight Allure. You think that's what
Or
they
like
make
Midnight
a movie?
Special?
No.
What?
How many?
Insidious Decisions?
Closer.
It's pretty close, isn't it?
That's closer.
Decision.
And also could be the title of that movie.
Yeah, it's true.
It's called Infernal Affairs.
Infernal. Yeah.
yeah.
Enough.
A playoff of Internal Affairs.
Yeah,
The
Hong
cops
Kong
that
classic.
bust other cops. Yeah.
But more importantly, we're talking about The Departed.
Yeah.
And so, for me personally, this movie, this was one of the first movies, dude, where I watched it and everybody fucking died. And I was like, this is incredible.
Weren't you like 40 when that movie came out?
No, I was like 21. And I was like,
We're
I've never
literally
seen
the
a
same
movie.
age, yeah.
I've never seen a movie where except for Gladiator, but they let that drag the shit out. But in this movie, you're invested in Leo the entire fucking movie, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I wonder what's going to happen with this guy. I hope he figures it out. And then his death scene is just him getting shot in an elevator.
After he seemingly wins.
After he
Yeah.
seemingly wins.
He caught Matt Damon, who's the real rat.
Yeah.
Right? So the story is that Leo is infiltrating as an undercover in Jack Nicholson's crew. Matt Damon is a respected up-and-coming police officer who's actually on the payroll for Jack Nicholson. He's a mole inside of the department.
Even though he says he's not.
So it's two people who are not what they appear running down opposite sides of the law that hit this collision course. And you think Leo's the good guy. He fucking wins. He's got Matt Damon in cuffs. And Matt Damon even just goes, just fucking kill me. Just kill me. He can't fucking face being exposed and a fraud and all that.
Yeah,
and the elevator's just open and
boom.
And they just fucking waste him.
But then shortly after that,
James Badge Dale, by the way.
Yeah.
Matt Damon gets it shortly after that.
And then Matt Damon is in his fucking, fucking
Alec Baldwin out of
full Run
Everybody
DMC
Lives
outfit and fucking gets him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was Infernal Desires about?
Oh God.
I've never seen that movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was
Infernal Affairs.
Showtime or Cinemax classic?
Infernal
Was
Desires.
it about the same story?
I think I got an alert to donate on Indiegogo to Infernal Desires.
Infernal Affairs is very similar from a plot perspective. It's just what William Monahan did was he took it and steeped it into the Boston police, made it a Scorsese style film, and then there was all sorts of tampering that Scorsese and Jack Nicholson, they all had their hands in on this movie, which somehow it turned out, but it was kind of a mess in terms of
they tried to fuck it up.
How they were. Well, it wasn't like they were fucking up; they were just adding shit in, and so
they're collaborating to make it better.
So The Departed doesn't resemble Infernal Affairs that much after it went through that meat grinder of all of these creative forces. But
that might be good though, because it did win an Oscar.
But it ended up being great.
It ended up being awesome.
The general
Titanic
story
performance, whatever they did, you're like, I'm just glad they made those choices.
I thank you, because a lot of people seem to think that he doesn't fit. I've seen so many takes where Nicholson is the weak link of that movie. And
that's fucking crazy.
I just could
to
not
me, if you take
more.
Nicholson out of that, that movie drops by half.
Yeah.
Why would you think that?
He's incredible in that movie.
And he's the only one that's based off of a real life person, right? He's Whitey Bulger.
Whitey Bulger. Yeah, but
loosely, very loosely.
Who I think is,
and I think that's the element that is more present in The Departed than is in the original Infernal Affairs. Is that character and what's going on there with them. The original Infernal Affairs is just more about these two mirrors going at each other.
Okay, so that makes
more
sense.
procedural.
But then they added in Jack Nicholson, and they won an Oscar.
Right.
Yeah, and Jack Nicholson is fucking incredible. I think that's one of my favorite Nicholson performances. I think it's crazy people don't like that.
Nicholson is big, he's operatic, he's bombastic, and I think
you give me a fucking tuber, and I'll get you something else.
But he also is very believable. Nothing about this movie is unbelievable to me. That's what I think is cool.
I think the criticisms, people that have that point of view would argue otherwise.
Well, the people that are actually in crime, are they the people that are arguing with it?
This is like when James Gandolfini said he got a random call from an unknown number.
Yeah, from a guy in the mob.
And he just goes, he had watched The Sopranos and he goes, a Don never wears shorts.
Yeah.
And just hung up. Because he had the cookout scene and he's like, a Don never wears shorts.
That's what I wonder, man. It's because it seemed believable to me.
I just thought it was just a powerhouse fucking police action movie, man.
And the idea that there's...
It doesn't have that much action, although, so I wouldn't even say it's necessarily an action flick.
It's just
what it is,
cocaine fueled the entire time. It's just intense.
To me, I think more than an action movie, it's not a cop movie like Lethal Weapon or something. It's more of a cop movie like Glengarry Glen Ross. You just put these great actors in rooms and let them fucking run on it. And Ray Winstone, Winstone, is that what it is?
Yeah.
He's one of the most underappreciated actors. He's
So
so fucking great in that. The scene when he orders the fucking cranberry juice. That guy's like, what are you on your period? And he just beats the shit out of him. Ray Winston's like, I'm the fucking guy who tells you who you can hit in here. And he's like, get him another drink. What's he drinking? Cranberry juice. He goes, what are you on your period? He just repeats the line. And it's so fucking funny, dude. It's great.
That movie does not work without DiCaprio, though. I mean, he is the engine of the entire movie because you're so on his side.
I don't think that movie, it doesn't work with a lot of people, dude. I feel like it doesn't work with the therapist. It doesn't work without Alec Baldwin.
It's just one of everyone in that cast is just fucking top
They're
notch.
just all good.
You literally just get all incredible
what's his name?
actors.
Mark
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg, yes.
Wahlberg.
That
Wahlberg's
dude's in
the
it.
weakest actor in the movie to me.
Dude,
He was the only one that got nominated for an Academy
But that's it.
Award.
No, he's great in that movie.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm saying, it's just one of those, you just have all the best actors and they all just made each other better,
Dude.
dude. I could just watch any scene from that movie at any time and
just
enjoy the shit out of it.
Wahlberg and Baldwin go at each other.
Yeah, when they're
What's
arguing.
my name? Fuck you is my name.
It reminded me of that. What was the one where Glengarry Glen Ross a little bit?
Yeah.
With Baldwin.
No, No, I fucking love that movie. I didn't know there were people out there that shit on that movie.
I didn't know it was a remake.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we're learning.
Infernal Desires, baby.
Infernal Desires. Let's go.
All right, I gotta pick another one back
I'm gonna
to back.
text Jessa and see if she's in that movie.
All right.
So wait, that was your 2 picks.
He only picked.
Oh god. Okay.
I feel like Departed should count as 2.
Oh god.
That movie made me, dude. I went to a.
All right, get off. What's your next pick?
Yeah.
Hold on.
No,
All right.
no, you can tell your story.
Oh god.
I don't feel like telling it now. The Faculty.
The Faculty is a remake of
Invasion
Invasion
of
of
the
the
Body
Body
Snatchers.
Snatchers?
Is it not?
I think that's.
It's definitely a Body Snatcher story.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a remake though.
Yeah, I think that's disqualified.
I think
dude.
so.
That's not a remake.
It's-
All right, I'm going with Friday the 13th, the remake.
yeah,
That's a
I
remake.
love that. Weed Farmer Jason.
Yep.
It's
Weed Farmer.
hardcore. I like that Jason in that one moves much more athletically.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was something that really caught me, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Because he starts off kind of with the head bandage
Yep.
and then finds the mask, right? So it's kind of paying homage to the evolution of
Well,
Jason.
and whoever the costume designer is did a great job of leaving his traps untrapped.
Yeah.
And it just really signified that this dude could beat
So
your ass.
Yo.
calves 1, traps 2, cute face 3.
Cute head.
Cute head.
Well, cute head on the ladies. Cute head on the guys. I don't give a fuck.
As long as they have good calves and traps.
As long as it's a Jonas brother.
I'm not making Judge Judy lift shit for me. That's what I'm trying to say.
She could though.
She's got to lift you into the sack.
She may or may not be able to, but if you're with me, you're never gonna have to figure it out.
I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm kind of scared.
You're never gonna have to.
I wish I had one of those, what is it, Demolition Man helmets where me and you could fucking go into digital space and I could watch how you would have sex with Judge Judy.
Did he just say he wants to have sex with me?
No, I said I want to watch you have sex with Judge Judy to see how you would approach this conundrum.
That might be worse.
What?
I'm not saying it'd be a great
Might be a little
experience
bit
for me. I'm
worse.
saying I would watch it fascinated.
All right, so what did I pick? Friday the 13th, the new one.
I love the cold open of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cold
Yep.
open of that movie is classic, amazing Friday the 13th carnage. So fucking good.
I love how they went into all the details on how he got power for his underground lair.
Yeah.
The characters were a bit dry.
They were fun, though. That's the thing. They were fun.
Yeah.
They're tropes, but they're really fucking fun.
Even like the weed guy that went out to the garage and gets
The
murdered.
asshole
Like
Trent,
everybody kind
right?
of seemed like a person.
Yeah, they have this loving bong. Like, they all had a cool moment, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not the ladies, unfortunately. The ladies are kind of reduced to eye candy a lot in that movie.
Well, the
Friday
one
the
But that is
13th.
The
a
blonde
Friday
lady.
the 13th staple.
that
Yeah.
is, yes.
But you talked about the scene when he's cheating on his girlfriend. He goes, "You have incredible tits."
Yeah.
It's like every fucking teenager in the
Well,
audience is like, "I agree."
So I think
This is incredible.
I think a lot of the movie was pointing fun at those old tropes, right? Like
No,
having
this
him
is the thing.
say,
I
"You
don't
have
think
amazing
it's pointing
tits."
in like, "Oh, isn't that stupid?" I think it's a love letter to those old tropes.
Well, yeah, it could be, but it's also kind of making fun of them. It's like this is a ridiculous thing. This is all ridiculous, but we love it.
I don't think any of it was that ridiculous. Sophia, what did you think of the Friday remake?
I liked it. It was fun. I'm not a big Friday the 13th person.
I heard.
But
I
I've heard.
heard.
She
The speedboat kill was fun.
Oh, that was great.
That was
where
a good
it bounces
one.
her
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
That
God, it was
so good.
fucking gnarly.
I like them harkening back to the bow and arrow.
Yeah,
That was kind of cool.
yeah.
because that
Well,
was
he had it used in part 3. He does the famous harpoon. Kill.
Oh,
Yeah,
he never
it was a
used the bow and
harpoon
arrow.
gun.
Did his mom use the bow and arrow?
I don't think.
Someone might have gotten shot with the
I
bow and
thought
arrow. Yeah.
a bow and arrow wasn't like an early thing.
Yeah, that could
that
be.
they brought back.
Maybe.
I just thought it was fucking fun, man. Like, it was a remake that went a little grimier and grittier, which is the movies of the time, but it still had all that Friday the 13th fun. I do think of all the major, like, slasher remakes, that's my favorite one by a lot.
Yeah, I thought it looked good. It was short. It was only like 90 minutes, I think.
That's as
It was
long as a
kinda
movie needs
perfect.
to be. 90 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say, bro.
All right, Heath, do you have anything to say?
Nope.
With your last pick?
Nope. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and lose. I'm just going to sacrifice. I'm going to lose the draft right here. First of all, the fly's already off the board. You just first pick on this category. You're going to win with the fly. So
I had second
there are,
pick.
There.
Thank you, Sophia.
Oh well, true.
What was my first pick?
13
13
Ghosts.
Ghosts. Yeah, I stand by it.
Pick, but the fly is the best movie on the whole board. And there are other
maybe.
great movies on the list that we've talked about a lot on this podcast. So
Fly
I'm gonna-
didn't win an Oscar, did it?
I think it might have, in
Did it?
fact.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not for Best Picture, but
I
yeah,
mean,
think
Departed,
it
Effects,
yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Effects, yeah. There are so many great films left to talk about, and better movies than this, but it's a movie that really speaks to me, that is nostalgic, that I love. It's another Hitchcock remake, and this is A Perfect Murder with Michael Douglas. This is a remake of Dial M for Murder, the old Grace Kelly movie.
So I've never seen this.
You've never seen this?
What is this called?
A Perfect Murder.
Also, by the way, The Fly did win an Oscar for makeup artist Chris Wales, and Stephen Dupas won for best makeup.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, of course.
Why is that unfortunate?
Yeah, so you're picking A Perfect Murder.
A Perfect Murder.
So who's in A Perfect Murder? When did this come out?
He's trying to kill his wife, right? Is that what it is?
Okay, so 1998, I believe, is the year. This is a perfect, like, missed it in the theater and then just became a huge hit on VHS at the rental store. And it's Michael Douglas playing a classic Michael Douglas creep role where he's sort of possessive, and it's early Gwyneth Paltrow. So she, I think, was maybe just coming off of her Oscar win for Shakespeare in Love, or it was just around that time where she was the it girl. And it's Viggo Mortensen plays her lover.
Right.
Okay.
So
How have I never fucking heard of this movie?
I don't know. It's really good.
That's
it's
a great
really,
cast.
really good. It's a great cast, and it's just a fun, twisty plot, because the idea is that Michael Douglas knows that Viggo Mortensen is having an affair with his wife, right? And so he confronts Viggo about it, and you think this is going to be like a big blow up, right? And Viggo's going to say, "Hey, I'm taking her. She loves me, not you, just like let her go." But he's a millionaire, right? He's the super rich guy. And what he does is he propositions Viggo, because Viggo is just a lowly poor artist, right? And he says,
You got to watch those guys. They're always laying pipe.
he says, I'll give you like $1 million or whatever it is if you actually kill my wife for me.
Oh my god.
So it's a decent proposal with a murder
Exactly.
and a night of amour.
Yeah,
That's right.
Exactly.
And so
okay.
he sets it all up where he plants the key to where this guy would be able to find it when they're going to stage it and everything like this. And what ends up happening is she kills Viggo Mortensen when he tries to kill her.
Got him.
And so now Michael Douglas is in this situation where he thinks that she's been killed and everything has gone to plan, and turns out it hasn't. And so then that's like
a little Gone Girly.
yeah, so then like that's kind of like the midway point. And then you realize that there's this cat and mouse situation now going on with Michael Douglas and Gwyneth Paltrow, and he has to pretend like he's the consoling husband, but he still wants her dead. So how does that play out? And then it, kind of devolves into a classic, like mid-late 90s thriller scene where they're, bashing each other around in a like dramatic climax in the house where they're, it's just a fight scene. But everything leading up to that, I've given away a lot of the twists, but it plays so perfectly. It's directed by Andrew Davis, who did The Fugitive, a great underrated director.
Yeah.
And so this
our
is an
roommate
awesome
and
thriller.
guy who went to college with us and wanted to make movies was named Andrew Davis. So he always was pissed that this guy was out there just fucking making great movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie that's kind of been forgotten now, but definitely one that I had on VHS, would watch all the time. And it was one that, like the whole family would watch it. It had
I
a
always
little something
loved
for everybody.
Dial M for Murder 2. Great fucking
Dial M
movie.
for
I
Murder-
can't believe I never heard of this fucking thing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to have to add it to my watch list. Okay, so this is the last pick? All right, I'm picking this one just because I think our favorite fan, Brody, loves this movie. I feel like because I picked Scream and have betrayed Brody and he's mad at me and won't give me votes, I have to win Brody back with The Blob.
Yeah.
1985, The Blob. What a fucking incredible remake. And again, it has the perfect why do you need a remake of this? Because the original Blob, the concept is cool. It's obviously a red gelatinous absorbing everything, homogenizing the town. It's communist scare, right? This one took it and they said, what if the Blob is this fucking muscular, veiny, vascular fucking apex predator that moves fast, that runs fast, that when it gets you, it's actually melting your fucking body. One of the best and earliest scenes in the movie is when the guy's got the girl in the car and he's clearly about to date rape her, right? So she's all passed out. He goes to his trunk that has all these fucking concoctions, right? Liquors and pills and whatever. And he's making her like a roofie colada, right? And he goes to give it to her. She's passed out and he's like, oh. And he starts undoing her top because he's going to go in for a titty squeeze. And he squeezes the tit and he's like, huh? He pulls his hand back and it's the Blob. And he's like, fuck, no! It had already eaten his girlfriend's tits and now it's eating him. But the monster just became terrifying. In a way, I love The Blob, the Steve McQueen one. I always thought that was a really fun movie. I just recently rewatched that and Beware of the Blob, which is kind of a comedic sequel, whatever. The Blob is, when you see what the 85 one did with it, you're like, that original Blob just does not hold up or stand the test of time. Like, the symbolism of the communist scare didn't really work anymore. The monster in this one is brutal. The scene when it's fucking pulling the guy down the garbage disposal, like, it's a hardcore monster movie. And I think, to your point, Sophia, it's one of those movies that technology and effects had progressed to the point where you take a cool idea and you just inject it with rocket fuel. So yeah, I think it's one of the best remakes ever.
Hell yeah.
Surprised it hasn't been remade again. I'm sure they're working on it
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
What year did that one come out?
85.
Yeah, it's time to remake that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I personally think it's one of those, like, you're not going to make it scarier than the 85 one. Like,
That's fair.
They blew the doors off that thing, right? Like, remaking the thing now is going to be really fucking hard.
Yeah,
and we saw
that's
that.
true.
What is it? The thing where it was the prequel at the Swedish base and it was all fucking just dog shit CG and so bad.
Not
I worry the Blob would become that if
Probably.
we did it again.
Touche.
So
Money
that's
grab.
my last pick. Sophia, what is your final pick of
All right.
the draft?
I will be bringing it home with, this is one of my all-time favorite movies. This is probably my first ever favorite movie. I watch this movie probably every other month.
Is this Freaky Friday?
So that was one of my alternatives. I do love Freaky Friday.
That's a
it's
good one.
another Lindsay Lohan movie. That's a remake. The Parent Trap. Yep.
So what's messed up about The Parent Trap?
These two little girls find out that their parents decided the best case scenario was to separate, move across the world, and not tell them they had a twin sister.
Wait a sec, that's the story?
Yes.
What is it called?
The Parent Trap.
The Parent Trap?
So two girls go to summer camp and they see each other and they're like, oh, we look the same. That's fucking
They're
weird.
twins.
Yeah, well, they don't know that, but yeah. And so they find out that they have the same birthday and they both have half of a picture from their parents' wedding night of their parent that they don't live with. And they
Can I
connect
ask you
them.
just a simple point of clarification?
Yeah.
Why did their parents separate them and move across the world?
They just didn't work. They lived different lifestyles. So the dad wanted to open a winery.
Yeah.
The mother was this fashion designer who wanted to live in London.
That feels
got
exactly like
into a
people that would love
fight.
each other.
Sure, they got into a fight and they decided that the best thing to do for their infant daughters was to separate, live separate lives, never speak to each
And
other.
we each get one.
And you each get one.
That's insane.
So the girls find each other at
It's pretty
summer
messed
camp.
up.
The messed up part is they're like, you know what? I want to meet my mom. Yeah, I want to meet my dad. So they switch. And the parents
And
don't
tell
know.
them? Yeah.
So one goes back to London, one goes to California. What's the very handsome actor plays the father, Nicholas
Dennis Quaid?
Parker. Dennis Quaid.
And Natasha
yeah.
Richardson.
Yes, yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and so they go back, and then, long story short, the nanny catches on, and the butler at the other household catches on, and they're like, "You're not Hallie, and you're not Annie." And then they're like, "Okay, we got to tell our parents because they're gonna fucking find out." They devise a plan to where they're like, "If you want us to go back, you got to come meet in person, and we'll switch." So they're like, "Fine, fuck this, let's do this." They get in person, and then guess what they do? They're like, "Actually, we're not gonna tell you who's who. Y'all are gonna go camping." You're going to fall back in love. It's a whole fucking thing. Listen, it's
How
a
long
wild
is this movie?
ride.
Like 4 hours long? This is
It's
so much story.
An hour and like 45 minutes, probably.
What? I guess I've always conflated this movie with Freaky Friday, so I
Very
don't know what
different.
The Parent Trap is.
Very different. It is one of my all-time favorite movies. It's my airplane movie. Anytime I'm on a flight, I put on The Parent Trap. It's got a great soundtrack, great acting. It's real charming.
This is based off of the Haley Mills, I think, Disney movie.
It
Yeah.
was a Disney movie,
It
yes.
was, and that one is terrifying. Like, it is not a good time. The twins in that are creepy, and it's just like, I think it's from the 60s, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, not
This
great.
was the Kurt Russell era where he was the computer that wore tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Disney movies,
yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, The Parent Trap.
That sounds super fucking messed up to me.
It's
I
pretty
guess
messed
when you
up.
say it that
That's
way,
a
that's a crazy
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
plot
Yeah.
to a movie.
Is that a Nancy Myers movie? I think it is.
It is, yep.
Yeah. One of her early movies, yeah.
Okay. That's fucking wild.
You gotta
okay,
watch
so
it.
apparently I don't know The Parent Trap. That sounds
It's a messed
very
up movie.
interesting and messed up. Okay, so 2 movies I haven't seen. That I feel like that never happens to me.
Yeah, right. That's rare.
That's cool. Okay, so let's go over the movies we've missed
Oh,
before
my
Nick
God.
does a recap. So
There's so many.
let me just read off what I've got on my list here. Sleepy Hollow, we debated could possibly be a remake, right? The
Maybe.
Johnny Depp Sleepy Hollow. The Invisible Man.
Yep.
Elijah Wood's Maniac, is
mhm.
one of my favorite fucking remakes of all time. Little Shop of Horrors, the Rick Moranis version.
Yeah.
Over Your Dead Body, a new episode that we did recently, and me, Nick, and Heath did that and fucking loved it. Or me, Nick, and Sam did that and loved it. Cat People, the Paul Schrader Cat People.
I didn't know if anybody else had that on their list.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Silent Night, Deadly Night. A movie that was really big for me when I was a kid. You guys remember Invaders from Mars?
Oh, yeah.
Where the thing lands
That's
behind
a
the hill
remake?
and Krang, Krang lives under the hill. It's one of those like 50s movies.
Oh,
They
yeah,
remade,
yeah.
but that one scared the shit. I watched it as a kid and loved it. And that has the one where the teacher, he walks in and the teacher's eating the frog. And just fucking, like, I've never gotten that image out of my head the rest of my life. Red Dragon is a remake of Manhunter.
That's right.
That's right.
That's a great one.
Is it great? I don't know.
Oh, I love Red
The performances were great.
I love Manhunter and Red Dragon.
Manhunter's way better.
It's more stylized. If you like really blown out, like, what if we lit this whole scene as blue as fuck?
Well, look, if you're going to talk about Manhunter being a remake, how about Heat being a remake of Man's earlier movie, that TV movie?
Yeah.
Forget the name of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he kind of did that himself, right?
He remade his
And
own
then he
movie,
remade
as
it.
did Michael Haneke with Funny Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remade his
Speaking
own
of
movie.
evil, we talked about, there's a
Yeah.
lot of filmmakers that remade their own movies, which I always think's a weird, like, you don't want to do something different? Like,
Vanishing is
already
one of
did-
those.
The Vanishing's a fucking bad remake.
It's a bad
dude.
remake.
That totally misses the point of what made that great.
Which is so
Footloose
unfortunate.
is one of my
But
favorites.
it's the same director, which is
Same
crazy.
director, which is crazy. It's like, how do you not know what makes your own fucking
I know.
movie good? Do you have any other remakes?
A whole lot. Some favorites: Dawn of the Dead, The Hills Have Eyes.
I actually can't believe you didn't take Dawn
House
of the
of
Dead.
Wax.
You love that Zack
I
Snyder
just
movie.
talked and House of Wax. I've just talked about those three so many times that.
So now you talked about Perfect Murder. This is when you slide in Dawn of the Dead.
Yes, exactly. I really love those. Let's see, Suspiria.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
I actually enjoyed the Suspiria.
Yeah.
I wish it was not 4 hours long, but it was like a tight 90.
Yeah.
But they did some really
it's
good
too
work
long.
in that movie.
I've talked before on the podcast about the remake of Night of the Living Dead. Griffey doesn't like it, but I have.
The
think it's-
90s, yeah, the Tom
I think it's
Cruise.
quite a fun time. The Crazies. We've talked about that.
Yeah,
the
the Crazies.
Boulevard Crazies was good.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
Here's one that I don't know if anybody has seen this because it was a Netflix original, but The Guilty with Jake Gyllenhaal. Did you guys see that? It's really great. The original movie is really good too, but it's a 911 dispatch caller.
Oh no, I did see that.
Isn't that good?
That's
What's it a
good.
remake
Yeah, yeah.
of? Also called The Guilty?
Yes, it's also called The
Okay.
Guilty, but they redid it an American version. Antoine Fuqua directed
Yeah.
Jake
Oh,
Gyllenhaal.
nice.
a
I do
good
love
name.
it.
Yeah, and it's basically like he's, if I'm remembering correctly, someone's kidnapped, and he's trying to like get her.
But the
out.
entire time you don't know if they're fucking with him.
Yeah,
Like, is it
exactly.
real? Is this really a thing? And then eventually he's a part of it.
Right,
And
right.
and you realize they are fucking with him.
Yeah.
And it's all about him. Yeah.
So that's a good one. A little underrated. And yeah, okay, People was the one that I didn't think
No
anybody
one
would
picked
pick.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I know we all
Yeah.
really liked as
Yeah.
a remake. One of the mega franchises. You know one
That's a
I
good
almost picked, but I realized it's actually a sequel, The Candyman.
Yeah.
The newest Candyman,
Yeah.
the Nia
Oh, yeah.
DaCosta. But it is more of a sequel.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, for a moment I was like, oh, remake. It's not a remake.
King Kong has been remade several
Yeah.
times, all pretty good
The Grudge.
versions of it. The Grudge.
Oh yeah, we
Grudge.
skipped the Grudge.
I
We,
did
we
like
couldn't
The
take
Grudge.
the Ring, but we could have taken the Grudge.
Yeah. Last House on the Left had an average
Yeah.
remake.
Yeah.
House on Haunted Hill
Yeah.
has been
Yeah.
remade.
That's right.
I think the show now has kind of taken the thunder of, and that was kind of one of those really bad
No,
CG movies.
that's-
that was the
that's-
Liam Neeson one, right?
No, that's The Haunting. what
The
you're
Haunting,
thinking
yeah,
of.
that was really rough.
So there's also Turn of the Screw was remade
A bunch.
a bunch, and the
Yeah.
best version of that is The Innocents.
The Others.
The Innocents. The
Nicole
others.
Kidman's The Others is another kind of Turn
It's
of
not
the
a
Screw
direct
story.
remake. It's sort of inspired by Turn of the Screw,
Yeah.
but it's very
The
similar.
Innocents is great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let Me In.
Yeah.
Right? My Bloody Valentine's actually
Oh,
a
yeah.
really
Yeah.
fucking
I
fun
do like
remake.
that one.
That's a great one. We
Yeah.
mentioned House of Wax and some of those.
That's a good
Piranha?
new one.
Yeah.
The Piranha where, what is it? O'Connell's just playing the fucking, like, Girls Gone Wild guy. I actually think that's such a fun movie.
It's a
It's
good
got
time.
Elizabeth Shue. That one's also fun because it starts off with Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah.
Dressed exactly like Hooper
Like
in the
Hooper.
boat, who starts off the whole piranha attack. So there's a lot of ways to go on remakes. So, Sam, you had the last pick.
Okay.
Would you like to replace anything with one of the movies we missed?
Oh, we gotta
actually,
go-
sorry, Nick has to recap so you'll know
Right.
officially.
Yes, it's very important. Very important. Sam, Dredd, Rob Zombie's Halloween, The Departed, Not The Faculty, but Friday the 13th.
Not bad.
Then we'll
Remake.
go to Heath. Cape Fear, The Mummy. Stoker, A Perfect Murder.
I know what he's changing. It's a good list, though. Yep.
Griffey, The Fly. Evil Dead 2013. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And The Blob.
That's a really
my
good
God.
list. Oh, I'm
my
nervous.
God, what have you done?
And
The
Sophia,
Boomer list.
13 Ghost. It, Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Nosferatu, which remake?
Eggers.
2024.
Yeah.
And then finishing with The Parent Trap.
I'm going to get all the young people out there.
That's a wild. The
So-
Parent Trap's a wild addition, but I can't speak on the movie. It sounds
You got to watch
fucking
it.
insane.
You got to watch it.
It sounds insane.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sam, you're up
The
first
young
on the
people.
redraft.
What? No, nobody going cheaper by the dozen. That's out there too.
Oh, I
talking
do
about.
like Cheaper by the
The
Dozen.
Tom Welling one? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, you're up first in the redraft. You got any picks you'd like to slide in?
Maybe. I think I might want to replace The Departed with The Grudge.
Mm.
Ooh, what? Really? The best remake that no one picked, I think, is Little Shop of Horrors is fucking incredible.
that's a great one.
And so fucking blows the other ones out of the water.
by far.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to replace The Departed with The Grudge, Nick.
Okay.
Standing
Just
ground.
because it's more of a messed up movie. Departed was messed up, but it's...
Yeah.
Is it because you didn't love Infernal Desires?
You know, the truth of the matter is I feel like they didn't improve that much on Infernal Desires. I feel like Infernal Desires was already perfect.
Infernal Desires is what you
Why
want to do
did
to
they-
Judge Judy and those men with big calves.
Why did they have to remake it, you know?
I agree. I think
Yeah,
about
it's
that all the
short.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So The Grudge, I feel like that's a warranted
Yeah.
remake.
That's a good remake.
Because they changed it to English, and that's the best part.
That really is
Okay,
the biggest
well-
thing that
That's the
changed in
biggest
the
thing.
movie. They're just like, what if it's the exact same, but we throw
But
some
in
whites in
English.
here?
Not even that. What if the movie...
Because that one even took place in fucking Japan.
wait.
Oh, yeah.
What
It's
if
it
just Sarah
did.
Michelle Gellar's like, I don't know fucking Japanese. And she's like a sad fucking punk the whole time.
Yeah.
And honestly, make the movie slightly worse, but as long as it's in English, it'll be good.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's the most Sam revision I've ever heard. Heath?
Oh, I'm definitely switching out of Perfect Murder. The question is, do I want to take Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, or do I want to take Alexandre Aja's The Hills Have Eyes?
There's also High Tension was a great fucking remake that I think he directed.
Was that he did that?
think he
I know he
directed
did
that,
that.
too.
That was what was that a remake of?
High Tension was remade, right? I think
Was
that
it?
was a remake.
Well,
I
High
just thought it
Tension-
was.
Let me see. I
No,
might
it
be
just,
wrong on
I think
that.
it just had a different title in France.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Hot Tension or whatever.
No,
Yeah.
it was like Lipstick Gun or some
Oh,
shit.
yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
And then they just like dubbed it. Or
It is
whatever.
not a
Stuck.
remake. I was wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
They just changed
It was
the name.
also known as Switchblade Romance.
Switchblade
That's what it was.
Romance.
They had a
Yeah.
different title.
There we go.
Right.
Not Lipstick.
My gut tells me I really like. I'm gonna go with the Hills Have Eyes remake because I think that does improve on the original version of it. Whereas it's really hard to beat Dawn of the Dead. As much as I
Yeah.
love the Zack Snyder music video version, I think the original Dawn of the Dead is probably a little smarter.
It's thematically richer.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So, what I like about the remake of The Hills Have Eyes is I get the original is very gnarly too, but this one pulled out all the stops. I'll never forget. I've talked about it before. Being in the theater, the kids were crying, teenagers literally sobbing because it was so intense. And they come in, they destroy this family. They hold a gun to a baby's head.
They steal the baby because
steal
they're
the
going to make
baby.
fucking food out of it.
Oh yeah,
Because when they first steal the baby, you're like, oh, they're going to raise it as one of these fucking ham boogies or whatever.
Yeah.
No. That's going to be their fucking tenderloin, dude. And it's fucking insane.
the kind of like cheesy Americana commentary from this French director I thought was kind of cool, where it's this cracked mirror version of society that they were doing all these, like they were basically throwing away this community because they were running experimental nuclear testing in New Mexico, and then that basically that put them into a place in the world that they could never achieve the American dream.
Yeah.
And they were bitter and resentful about
Very
it.
Texas Chainsaw in setup.
Yeah, a lot like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really cool addition to that story. So yeah, I'm gonna go Hills Have Eyes over Perfect Murder.
Again, I'm mad Little Shop of Horrors is not on this draft, but I think my list is solid. I can't change anything.
I'm staying put.
You don't want Little
I
Shop
don't want
of Horrors?
anything. Nope. I got what I need.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn.
That's it for the Messed Up Remakes draft. You guys let us know who you think won. Be that on YouTube, Discord, Patreon, Instagram poll, wherever you find us, you let us know who you think won. Make sure you go to YouTube. Type in Misfit Parade. That is our channel. Subscribe there so you can see video versions of the pod, short films, our other podcast, Keepers of the Crypt, which is a watch along with all the episodes of Tales from the Crypt now on Shudder. Also, please go to the Messed Up Movies Podcast Patreon page. The best way to help support and grow this show, the best way to get more out of this show, and make it exactly what you want it to be. We'll see you next time.